Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment. Hey, don't move close, please.
We were able to avoid the situation that if it had happened in court today, it would have been a deviation from Section 36 of the Constitution, which guaranteed every Nigerian the right to fair trial. The prosecution was forcing a situation on the court today that trial.
Thank you very much.
Well, the reaction is still predicated on Section 36 of the Constitution that talks about fair trial. And fair trial is all about adequate time and facility. As one of the senior members of Nnamdi's legal team, of course, you witnessed that the other day I went to visit him, and my right was violated to an extent that I have to come to court to enforce that right. And the court made a heavy comments against DSSS, awarded 5 million naira against them in my favor, asked them to tender apology and what have you. And at the end of the day, they never complied with that order. So now we can't go to that place. Nnamdi, as we speak now, there is no conference. I have not had any conference with Nnamdi as my client, somebody that is facing these huge criminal charges. I have not had any conference with him. I have not been able to discuss with him. I have not even confronted him with evidence provided because DSSS is frustrating all my effort to have a conference with him. There is no confidentiality. And we are now asking that the fair trial is predicated on confidentiality. Now that I don't have any confidentiality with my client, how do you want me to enter to take him on trial? It is against the rules of professional ethics for a lawyer to commence a trial with a client that you never prepared for. So, we are told the judge our predicaments, the evidence are there, and the judge insisted on going on a trial. Trial for what? I would prefer to pull out from the matter than to go into a trial with a client, with a suspect, with the defendant that have not prepared for the trial. So we have provided solutions. We said reinstate his bail as admonished by the Supreme Court. Whether you call it admonition, whether you call it a judgment, whether you call it an obiter, it is a comment of the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court, once the Supreme Court made a comment, that comment must be put into consideration by the lower court. In making their decision, you should consider it. Reinstate his bail. This man never jumped bail. Or if you say that you don't want to reinstate him bail, send him to Kuje prison or any other detention facility. Because it is obvious that the DSSS are the prosecutor. And you can't be a judge in your own case. And every document I am going there with, they normally screen it, search it, go through it before they will allow me. I can't even take any record. I can't even write anything with him. So that is the position. If peradventure on the 20th, he decided to overrule us and insist on keeping Nnamdi there, he can go ahead with his trial. Let him try him. Let the DSS be the judge. Let them try him and send him to prison or condemn him or whatever thing they want to do. But my very self, I will pull out. I don't know of other lawyers, but I think in consensus we will pull out. And there is no lawyer properly called who will allow his client to go into trial without you preparing that client. You can't even do it in the cheapest criminal charges in upper area court. You must give that client adequate time, ask him questions, confront him with documents, and advise him what to play. Because if I have proper conference with Nnamdi, I may even advise him or plead guilty on this. Don't plead guilty on this, based on the facts before me. But I don't have it. I'm empty, and I can't go into trial with such a position. That is the position.
My fellow Biafrans, today we have done it the way of the zoo people. We have done it the way of the legal team. We have gone according to the flow of the politicians, the Biafran politicians who said they should give peace a chance. Those who said they were discussing with the politics and the politicians of that zoo that Nnamdi Kanu will be left to be set free. We have done it your way. We have done it your way. But yet again, Justice Bintan Yako is going with the script of the Fulani Caliphate. When Buhari was there, she was doing the same thing. People, they assume she was being strong-armed by Buhari. But right now, it is Tinubu who is still there, and the same thing is still happening. This is just a very good example to show you that nothing good can come out of Nigeria for the Biafrans. This has solidified the reason why some of you who are still dilly-dallying, some of you who are still being non-aligned, you are still hanging on the fence, you are still not sure, you still say you love Nigeria. If you are a Biafran and you see the way they are threatening your brother, your leader, Master Nnamdi Kanu, they should convince you that we have no business with Nigeria. The days of negotiating with them is gone. The days of living in a country like a slave, those days is gone. This same Nigeria, they killed 7 million of us in a genocide in what they call the Biafran War. This same Nigeria, they starved more than 3 million children, which led to the kwashiorkor and other kind of sickness during the Biafran War. What they did to us in the Biafran War, they are doing it again today in Okwama. Exactly the same blueprint, because when you are in a country with people that don't love you, when you are in a country with a people that are not part of you, when you are in a country with strangers, those who are gunning for your neck, those who are only aligned or staying with you because of the resources coming from your land, then things like this start to happen to you. We have been telling you that we have nothing in common with Nigeria. We have been telling you there is no love lost with any tribe in Nigeria. I repeat, any tribe in Nigeria. I don't give a damn the tribe. All I'm saying is we have nothing in common with anybody in that zoo called Nigeria. It is clear what is happening in that zoo. For those who are still blind, those who are still saying they believe in Nigeria, hello, this should be the wake-up call. This should be your wake-up call. Nigeria is not a nation. You guys never agreed to come under one table, to speak under one accord, to declare that you are binding or you are creating a country to be known as nation. Britain, they created that country called Nigeria. When you go to France, the language they speak is French. When you go to England, the language they speak is English. When you go to Germany, the language they speak is German. When you go to Sweden or Finland, the language they speak is Swedish or Finnish, respectively. That tells you that you have to speak according to the name of your country. There is no language known as Nigerian. That tells you that something is wrong in that scenario. That thing you call a country, something is wrong with it, because your slave master, a white man, a slave master known as Lord Lugard, he came and he named you Nigeria. His girlfriend, his concubine, a prostitute who comes to Nigeria every 3 months to service Lord Lugard, the woman they call Flora Shaw, she named you, you monkeys and baboons. They called you Nigerians, and because you hate the Biafrans, you hate those you are living with, because you know it from us is where the resource is coming from. You know we own the resource, but because Britain has made us one and you are enjoying from the resources. You men of iniquity, evil people, evil tribe, you cannot keep us holding us down. We are saying the days of begging you, they are done. Simon Ekpa, we are with you. Forget the distraction, Simon. They thought holding Nnamdi Kanu means Biafra is dead. Hello, I've got news for you. This year we shall redeclare Biafra, and this year, if heaven will fall down, let it fall down. My only anger and worry are for those who still believe in that zoo called Nigeria, those who claim to be Biafrans, those who claim to come from the eastern region, the old eastern region. You still believe in Biafra. You still believe in Nigeria, despite you see what they are doing to your leader, Master Nnamdi Kanu, despite you see what they did in Okwama, despite you see what they did in Olota and even Bayelsa. It beats my imagination sometimes. Fellow Biafrans, I keep telling your eyes on the rising sun. Watch and pray. Yes, we have to pray for Nnamdi Kanu, but we must keep our eyes focused on the goal or the activity of our Prime Minister. To those who are saying Simon is the problem, I hope you have seen the way the Zudi are going. Nnamdi Kanu, who came out boldly and said, give him 2 days. He was speaking metaphorically. If he said 2 hours or even 2 minutes, that was a metaphorical statement. For the fact he made that statement, your zoo, they are still holding him, is to show you that the cabal, they are the one ruling Nigeria. Tinubu is a coward, he is a fraudster, he is a drug dealer, he belongs to the so-called drug gang, and he's somebody we should not be expecting to do what is right. They are criminals in that zoo contract. They are monsters, they are murderers. All they know, all they love is the oil coming from the land of Biafra. Bunch of criminals. And you expect us to love you. You expect us to respect that zoo called Nigeria. You expect us to say, God bless Nigeria. No, we are saying, God damn that zoo called Nigeria. Nigeria will go down. Nigeria will burn to the ground. Beast of no burden. Animals everywhere. What a beast of a nation. Lord have mercy. My fellow Biafrans, I want you to please, for the last time I'm begging you, because I know the game of the caliphate. They just did it to the Yoruba nation. The same Tinubu, he played the blues. You saw the rubbish game they played, the childish game they played, the Nollywood they did in, oh my God, have mercy. You saw what they did with the Yoruba nation. A childish script, where even one of the so-called actors was laughing inside the van. He was laughing, cracking jokes. He never knew the camera was on him. You saw the game they played just to distract the Yoruba nation. Fellow Biafrans, please, for the last time I'm begging you, we are saying we no care again. They can hold the flesh of Nnamdi Kanu, but they cannot hold the soul. It is all about the spirit, the mind, and the soul that matters, not the flesh. Even when you die, your flesh goes back to the ground. Even when you want to make heaven, you don't go to heaven with the flesh. Please do not allow them to distract us from the activities of actualizing Biafra. Do not allow them to distract Simon Ekpa from the job he's doing. Any so-called naysayer attacking Simon Ekpa, saying he's the problem in Biafra land, tell them to go and speak to their politicians to release Nnamdi Kanu. When they release Nnamdi Kanu, then we can discuss and see that, okay, we can now check who is responsible or who is guilty, as they say. Because the days of trying to blame Simon Ekpa, those days are old. They are gone. It is old school now. We don't care about what they say anymore, my people. But today, it is now clear. It is now written under black and white that Nigeria is a mad country. That country is a contraption. It is a banana republic, and nothing good can come out of Nigeria. The moment it breaks, the sooner it breaks, the better for every other tribe in Biafra. Nigeria is a fraud. Nigeria is a crime scene. Oh Lord, have mercy.